in today's video, I want to warn you about a scam that's unfortunately becoming increasingly common, where the bad guys can get away with hundreds of thousands of dollars and the victim not even know about it. Now you might be thinking, how does the victim not know about it? And the victim doesn't even talk to the bad guys. They're not getting scammed. The system is getting scammed, but you and I are left holding the bag. So the scam is called a UCC lien scam, and it involves loans being taken out against homes, but the homeowner not even knowing about it. So I came across this. I was watching a YouTube video where a gentleman lost out on $45,000 and did not find out about it until months later. So what happens is fraudulent contractors, either they have a business and they're doing this fraudulently, or they don't even have a contractor business, are going to banks and saying, hey, this homeowner wants to put solar cells on their roof, or this homeowner wants new siding or a home improvement project. And they're filing for loans at the bank using the information on the homeowner. And unfortunately, most people in the United States now, our Social Security numbers have been hacked. So this becomes super easy for people that to the bank looks like are running legitimate contractor businesses. Now, how we get involved, right? So a fraudster goes to the bank, they claim a homeowner wants this project, they have your Social Security number, they have your address, because unfortunately there's been some big data breach scams in the last couple years where that type of information unfortunately is on the dark web. Now, towards the end of the video, I'm going to share with you how we all can protect ourselves. But let me explain the scam first. So this contractor, this fraudulent contractor, says that they know your address, they know your Social Security number, they say that you want a loan to get this work done, but the loan proceeds are going to the scammer. Somehow they're diverting the funds to themselves. And then where you and I still don't get alerted, but where we get brought into the scam, is now the bank is putting a lien against our home. And oftentimes homeowners are not finding out they've been victims of the scam until they go to get a loan against their home, and the bank says, you know, maybe they want a home equity loan, and the bank says, we can't give you that because you already have an outstanding loan that you know nothing about. Or you go to sell your home and you can't sell it because there's this lien against your home. And that's when people find out about these scams. So that's what's going on with the scam. And unfortunately, the county has, where these liens are being filed, they have no duty to report to you as the homeowner that a lien has been filed. So this could have taken place already, could have taken place for you, for me, 3 months ago, 6 months ago, and we won't know about it potentially for years. Now, eventually, right, the bank's going to say, hey, this loan was taken out, you owe us money on this loan. So that's often how people are alerted to the scam. So how do you and I protect ourselves from scams like this? And whether we're trying to protect ourselves from this type of scam or just anybody obtaining credit or a loan under our name, I think it's super important, given the situation where Social Security numbers have been stolen, where there's a lot of data unfortunately available on many of us, very sensitive information. Doing a credit freeze on our accounts can be really important. And a credit freeze basically says, with this information, do not approve a loan on this person. Don't approve a credit card, don't approve a loan. And there's 3 major credit reporting agencies in the United States. Unfortunately, you have to set up a credit freeze with each of these agencies. You can do an internet search to find out how to do it. And unfortunately, it's kind of a pain because anytime you might need to access credit, maybe you want a new credit card, maybe you want a cosign for your kid that is renting an apartment, and they need to do a credit check on you. Anytime anybody needs to do a credit check, you need to unfreeze your credit for 24 hours or whatever it is. They do allow you, when you unfreeze it, to say, make this thawing of my freeze, make this effective for a day or a week or something like that. But frankly, it can be a pain to do that. You can also have alerts sent to you when somebody applies for credit or a loan using your Social Security number. And regarding this specific scam, where people are putting UCC liens on homeowners' homes, you can go to your county. Oftentimes there's alerts that you have to say, hey, I'm so-and-so, I'm the homeowner of this address, and if a lien is filed against my home, I want to know about it. Now, ideally, this would happen before there's a lien put on your house, but my understanding is there is nothing that prevents that lien from being filed, but at least you know. Now, the way we prevent that lien from being filed is to make sure that the bad guys or gals cannot get a loan out on our house, because it's actually the bank that's providing that loan that's putting the lien on the house. And that's where a credit freeze is super helpful, although it's a pain. And if you are in a situation where maybe you're going to be applying for a loan, so you've been saving up for a house and you're hoping to find a home and apply for a loan, or you're buying a new car or whatever it is, there's other protections that you can get from the credit agencies. So reach out to them, find out what the protection is. Maybe you don't need to go through the hassles of having a freeze in place. But this issue, just from a broad standpoint, this issue is unfortunately way more prevalent and is becoming more common, where now, because of these hacks in our Social Security numbers, our date of birth, our names, unfortunately our addresses, all of this is easier than ever for the bad guys and gals of the world to link together to cause stress for us. So I think there likely are some additional protections coming down the road for us, just because of the prevalence of this. But for now, you and I have to protect ourselves. We have to do what we can. We have to, unfortunately, assume the worst. And the worst is assume that bad people, that scammers have our information, and how do we protect ourselves. And if you have fallen victim to this, make sure to report it to the FBI. Because the FBI, if people in an area are being scammed this way, the FBI can connect those dots, because hopefully other homeowners are reporting it to the FBI as well, and then they can take steps to bring criminal charges against this person, and then also, prevent this person from being able to continue the scam. So it's important that we protect ourselves. It's also important that we take advantage. We don't want our money to be stolen from us, and we don't want the youth of our senior years to be taken from us. And that's why I made this video here that talks about when's the right time to retire. It's called Why Retiring at 65 Might Be a Big Mistake. And hopefully we take the protections against ourselves. So the bad guys are making a big mistake if they try to hack us. And watch this video so you don't make a mistake, and maybe continue working past when you otherwise could have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.